Hey, Oklahoma. It's April Henry. I'm here to talk to you about The Night She Disappeared. And I'm so excited this book's on your master list. In fact, I've recently been doing some research into my ancestors, and it turns out tons of them came from Oklahoma. And I've never even been to Oklahoma, although I'd love to be. So, The Night She Disappeared is one of my 6 mysteries and thrillers for teens, and it was inspired by a real case. About 30 years ago, this girl was a pizza delivery girl, and she went out to deliver a pizza, and she never came back. The next day, they found her car with the keys still in the ignition, the purse on the seat, pizza boxes scattered on the ground, and her hat, and they never found the girl. And it came out when they were doing the research into what had happened that the caller had originally asked a friend of the girl. He asked if the girl who drove the orange Volkswagen was working that night. And when I read that, I remember thinking, how would it feel to be the girl who drove the orange Volkswagen? Would you worry that the guy was going to come back for you? Would you feel guilty that your friend had been taken and you hadn't been? And so that was basically the germ for the story. They ended up making it like a collage. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So like there's a fortune cookie message in there. There's this there's even a bloody note that Kayla writes. And what's funny about this is when they originally showed me the pages, all the eyes were made with 3 strokes. And they said if I was writing a note in my own blood, I would not use that much blood on it. I would just make an eye with 1 stroke. And I actually offered to prick my own finger and write the note in my own blood, and they were creeped out by that, and they wouldn't let me, and they just found a different font that looked like blood and used that instead. So part of the book came from my own experiences. I worked at a pizza parlor. I worked at Pietro's Pizza when I was in high school, and so I used some of my experiences in the book, like calling the sausage Alpo, and we used to have, instead of using fresh green peppers, we used dehydrated, which was really a bad idea. We called it green slime. So it was a fun book to write, and what else was I going to tell you guys about it? Oh, so in the book, Kayla's the one who disappears, and 2 of her co-workers who weren't really friends, Gabby and Drew, team up to find her. And so it's kind of a story of an unlikely friendship between Gabby and Drew, her real opposites, and then also the story of what's happening with Kayla. So again, I just want to thank you guys for putting me on the master list. It's really exciting, and I'd love to come out to Oklahoma sometime and meet some of you guys. Bye.